Hi, I'm Stefan, the BMW DIY guy, and do you want to see the results of reducing road noise in your car and how much better it is to daily drive? Let's find out. All right, y'all, so let's talk about this project a little bit before we do it and the reasons why I'm doing this. This is going to be a before and after video as part of my Soundskins series that I'm going to be doing in a BMW X1. Now, this can be done for any car. The results are going to be different for every car, but just because this is a BMW, this is just an example of what you can do when using Soundskins products. Now, I've gone all the way through the stage 1, the stage 2, and the stage 3 videos of the install, so make sure to check that out because all of those different layers are going to make a significant amount of difference in your car. Now, doing a project like this is really about two big things. One, reducing unwanted road noise. And that could be everything from your tires to other cars to the surface of the road itself. You know, sometimes when you drive, the road is really, really quiet, and there's other times you drive, it's really loud, and it can really wear on you over time. Unwanted road noise, that background road noise that we all get used to, really can be hard on you. And I certainly know people that cannot take long drives simply from the noise. Maybe that's you. Now, the other thing here as well is that this can dramatically improve the sound system of your car. Not only are you reducing overall road noise, which means the quality of hearing of what you're hearing from your speakers is better because you hear it more clearly, but also when you add in all of those Soundskin products around your speakers, around your subwoofers, all those different pieces, suddenly they'll start responding better as well. So this really is a twofold big picture thing on the difference you could make. So went out and bought myself a sound meter. What we're going to do is we're going to take a before and after. We want to see what the car is like at start and idle when it's just bone stock, and then we're going to see what it's like when it's all done. And the difference can be very dramatic. Now, I want to do this again. I have a very similar video series off on a couple of different cars, but Soundskins has a bunch of new products. So I'm going to revamp and improve how all of this goes, and I want to see the results and share those with you. So make sure to check out my install videos because this is all about results, the before and the after. All right, so let's jump out in the car and see what we have now. All right, y'all, so as I mentioned before, one of the most important things to measure here in your car is what it sounds like. So we're going to establish this good solid baseline here in the X1 of what the sound levels are at startup and at drives. So we get a sense of what all the Soundskins of what they're changing as we move forward. So as we sit here in a little bit of a rainy day outside, let's take a look at what our bass levels are. So not bad, about 35, 33, 34 decibels. And this is dBA. Yeah, there are a bunch of different tools out there we can use to measure, but what we're looking at is about 34, 35 or so here, dead quiet. Now, let's take a look at what it is when we start the car. So we have that baseline of both start and idle. Now we've jumped to the upper 40s. So now, we've jumped about 14, 15 decibels. We're in the upper 40s, 48, 49. All right. So as we do this sound test, I'm going to take the car out over the same stretch road in the same conditions as best as I can replicate. So that's going to be in traffic. So you're going to get road noise. You're going to get potentially weather. You're going to get traffic as well. So let's go take our bass levels out on the road. All right, guys. So here we are. We're up on the freeway. Definitely a noisy part of the road. 72, 73. All right, so as we look at this, we're jumping now into the middle 70s. So we're probably hovering right about 73, 74 on average, but we see spikes all the way up to 78, 79. It's a rainy day, so we get lots of tire noise, lots of water noise coming up through the wheel wells, a little bit of engine, and traffic going by. So I think this is a good representative sample. We're going to use the same section of road once we're all done, and I'm going to show you the difference that all of this makes. But as you can see with our different sound levels, that we're looking at about 73, 74, unless the car goes by, it jumps up to almost 80, but pretty solid numbers on what the difference is going to be as soon as we get all the Soundskins installed. All right, guys, so I want to check both sound levels while parked and out on the same stretch of road. So let's check here in parked after a full stage 3. So not moving around, I'm seeing about 38, 39 or so. Obviously talking affects my meter, but we're about 38 decibels here parked. All right, let's go ahead and get out on the road and see what that is too. So I'm seeing averages of right about 68.5 once I stop moving. And there's traffic going by, there's a truck in front of me, we got road noise, but we're looking at a pretty steady 68 or so, you know, with a little bit of fluctuation if a car goes by. Now, road conditions will change it, but I'm trying to measure in the exact same conditions and the segment of road I was on before. The tires haven't changed or anything like that. Now, the other thing I noticed is how much quieter the car literally is to my ear. So even with the meter and the gauge, it is significantly quieter. I also noticed that cars going by are much quieter, and I primarily hear them through the glass now, which is probably why BMW makes that acoustic glass. But really is a noticeable difference. That's also going to affect your stereo system and everything else. So right now we're seeing, like I said, we're seeing about 68.5 total up in similar conditions. All right, guys, so all done, and man, huge difference. Now remember, just as a quick review, now idle was about 48 decibels OEM, and with the Soundskin stage 3 through the entire car, it's about 38. That is 10 decibels. Now 10 decibels to the human ear less is roughly 50% less volume, so that is a significantly quieter setup. Now the car itself is not all that loud. The X1 is not a loud car, but you can see the difference that it makes even sitting still. Now up on the road, we were about 74, 75 in the OEM setup, and with the full stage 3 through the entire car, we're looking at about 68, 68.5. So you're looking anywhere between 7 to 8 decibels difference, which again makes a significant difference. Now, the one thing that's very difficult to measure, and you know, YouTube loves to take my videos down if I have music in it, is turning on the stereo. It really makes a tremendous difference. All of that energy from even your OEM sound system up through an upgraded sound system all now comes into the car, and it sounds so much better. All the speakers sound so much cleaner. The subs sound much punchier with all of that energy coming up instead of diffusing down into the metal of the frame itself. So this is something I really do highly recommend. Make sure to check out my stage 1, 2, and 3 install videos. I'll walk you through this entire process of what you may want to do to your car and see results like I did. Now, in my previous videos, my X5, I saw a 10 decibel difference. In my M2, I saw a 9 up on the road. And in this case, we have about a 7 or 8. And again, the X1 is not a loud car, but it really does make a huge difference. So is it worth it? I believe it really is, whether you're commuting or you really enjoy your music or both. I really appreciate Soundskins for making such a fantastic product, and it's so easy to work with. Make sure to check out my install videos, and I'll walk you through how you can install this yourself. And I really appreciate you watching. If you get a chance, please click like and subscribe. It makes an honest difference to me and my channel, and I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next project.